Restaurants have ridden this wild economic roller coaster, and new White House numbers show the industry growing, sales up 9% over pre-pandemic levels. But everything isn't hunky-dory. National correspondent Jason Bellini is live tonight in San Francisco. Jason, there's this cycle we are caught in right now. It's like three parts. So employment is going up. People are getting higher wages at this time, more livable. But then the costs are passed on to consumer, higher prices, which makes these new wages a little less livable. We're caught in this cycle. Is there a break we can pull?
Right, Chance. What you're talking about are real wages. What wages are, how much they're increasing when you take into account inflation. And when will the break come from that? It's hard to tell, but it's a really difficult time now for restaurants and for their workers. The restaurants, it's getting enough people. I'm at a restaurant in the No Valley section of San Francisco. It's sort of an upscale area. And I can tell you the restaurants have been packed lately while the weather's good. But we'll see what happens in the coming weeks as restaurants deal with all those macroeconomic factors that you just described.
ESTEBAN BEAS, a chef and restaurant brand creator in San Francisco, says he's doing the best he can right now to keep the orders coming. He's the chef, but he's also lending a hand in front.
The biggest issue is finding skilled workers. There's a lot of people that want to work, but that might not have necessarily the skill level or the experience, front of the house especially.
BEAS is far from alone. According to the trade group representing restaurants nationwide, 3 in 4 operators rank recruitment and retention as their toughest challenge.
I used to have a network of 5 or 10 people that I could call at any time. Like, hey guys, I'm opening a new place, do you need a job? And now that network is pretty much gone.
At last count, there were more than 1.7 million job openings in the accommodation and food services industry. That's nearly double the number 2 years ago, before the pandemic hit.
COVID shut down the city for like a year, and a lot of the people that worked here in the industry have moved away. So there's been this like mass exodus, like of people that, you know, can't afford to live here anymore. And I think a lot of those people were service people.
Nationwide, in September, 1 million people in the accommodation and food services industry quit their jobs. Restaurant owners say they're having to offer higher wages. Some help-wanted ads online that Newsy reviewed are touting no experience required and higher wages than restaurant workers typically get, considering they also earn tips. Some restaurants are turning to technology. In Grand Haven, Michigan, a robot is employed to help bus tables.
Really, that first night after the busters saw, hey, I don't have to walk constantly back and forth, and we're getting to our tables and resetting them quicker, we noticed right away in our first weekend that, hey, this is actually going to save us some time, hopefully get us more people at our tables.
Add to the mix supply chain issues and the rising prices of ingredients. In Ohio, for example, where 3,000 restaurants closed during the pandemic, 95% of owners surveyed say they've experienced significant supply delays or shortages of key food items.
There are so many things that we can't get and so many things that we could get before that we can get, but the price has gone up, the price for meat, the price for seafood, paper products.
So in some cases, the menus are shrinking, and also the hours that restaurants are open, those are going down too in many cases. And many people expected that after federal unemployment benefits ran out in September, that there'd be a lot more applicants going for these jobs at restaurants. Well, that's not materialized, Chance.